look relaxed here today. Isn't this amazing? Hi, garden friends. My name's Guy. I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours. You know I love this show, right? Hi, Facebook friends. I love you guys too. We have a really, really packed show today. We're going to get to our best value of the day, which is our solar lights from Everready. But I wanted to show you something. It's back and it's better than it ever was before. This is the Hummingbird Mint. I know you guys go crazy for this plant for a variety of reasons. First of all, it's gorgeous. I love the spikes of flowers. But here's the deal today. If you love hummingbirds, if you love butterflies, if you like honeybees, this is a magnet for those particular garden creatures. They love it because each one of these little flowers has a little feeding station, and there's so much nectar in here. But the best part is the foliage smells like mint. The flowers smell like citrus and honey. I would recommend putting this in front of a door or a window, entryway. They are amazing. It's our brand new launch of our brand new Hummingbird Mint, and it is my pick of the show. But, you know, you can beautify your home very easily with one thing, lighting. It's affordable, it's gorgeous, it's easy to do. You never have to maintain it. It's our best value of the day. Here we go. I call these best-in-class solar lights. These are our number one winner here at HSN. Why? Because they're classy. They're beautifully made. They are a huge, huge customer pick, and it's all about the quality. These are gorgeous, gorgeous solar lights, and guess what? You're gonna get 10 of them. I remember about 8 or 9, maybe 10 years ago, we were doing an 8-pack of very similar lights for $119. We are doing it today for less than half that, well, about half that price. At $59.99, you get not 8, you get 10 of these. The reason we do a 10-pack is because we used to do a 6-pack, and then what would happen? People would be like, dang, I need more, because they are so gorgeous. Look at that starburst design. That's the reflection that they give off. They are the most reliable lights that you will find on the marketplace. They will last you year after year after year because of their quality construction. They're stainless steel and all glass lenses. They have a giant jumbo monocrystalline panel on top, which will charge up during the day. You never have to mess with it. And then in the morning, or at night, in the evening, I should say, they will turn on and they will illuminate your property. Your neighbors will love it. You will love it. When you drive home at night, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so welcoming. We're gonna give you 10 of these lights. You have your choice of color. They come in the rubbed bronze, which is always like the most popular one. Where's that one? Over here, right? They also, thanks Tracy. They also come in gunmetal gray. They come in stainless steel. Am I messing them all up? Yeah, get out here. Well, they all, because here, this is gray, that's gray. Okay. All right, you go.
So we have
Tracy
rubbed
Kane.
oil bronze. Good morning. The 10-pack here
that's the popular one.
That's the bronze.
All right.
Then you have your graphite black, so a nice matted black there. You have your stainless steel, always really popular, adds that jewel tone to your garden, right?
Yeah.
And then this is brand new. This is the gunmetal. That's why Guy was getting a little confused,
well, because
right?
because it's similar to kind of the graphite and the bronze, but it is a different color.
Yes.
It's a real gray, like a deep gray. I was telling everybody, Tracy, the real thing about these is the quality of them. I mean, you can show everybody.
You want to ring the bell?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Here.
Yeah,
glass. And not only that,
glass.
Look at how, I'm gonna hold it down. Look at how thick it is. So these are not the cheapo plastic ones that you see at the depot, right? Or at the other stores. These are heavy, heavy duty. There is a pyramid reflector at the bottom, and that's what shoots up and allows those beautiful starburst sort of reflections to go all over your property. It comes with, you want me to do it? I'll do it real quick. We're gonna do it a couple times. This is your actual solar panel, and that's on the top. You're just looking at some lifestyle shots. I love them on a walkway like that. Aren't they pretty?
They're so nice. And you know, you can actually place these like 2 feet apart, and they still look beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
You get 24 feet of light surrounding that.
Unbelievable. So here is your lifetime battery, which is already pre-installed, okay? There'll probably be a little tab. You just have to pull that when you get to go. Look at the size of the panel on top. You know, when you talk about solar, this is really where the kind of the rubber meets the road right there. You want something that's super, super bright. And you can see how that turned on as soon as the light goes off. And what that will do is it'll reflect off that little cylinder on the bottom of the glass, which is right there. And when it does that, that's what creates that beautiful pattern. And look at how bright that is. And then look at how it reflects off the bottom. That is the pattern there. And Tracy, I gotta tell you, you get so much bang for your buck, and you're instantly, your property looks like $1 million.
Instantly. I mean, is there anything better than when you're walking down the street or driving down the road, what catches your eye? It is the home that has the beautiful lighting outside.
Yes.
But if you go to get hardwired lights, those are going to cost you a fortune, right? Not only the lights are expensive, the electrician, the wires are always getting cut from the gardener or you know, when you're out doing your landscaping.
You got to replace the bulbs all the time.
Yes.
Right?
So I've actually replaced all of my hardwire lights with my solar lights because they are that beautiful. You can't tell the difference between a hardwire and a solar, and it's not costing me any money, right? Once I put these in, then if I want to move them around, super easy. You pick them up and you just move them. So this is Everready. If you are like, okay, it sounds familiar, I'm not really sure what. This is a 100-year-old, over 100-year-old company.
Battery people.
Actually, yeah, the originator of most batteries in your home. So that is what is giving that power to that light source. It's drawing all that power from the sun, and you know you're getting that high quality with this amazing American brand.
I can't believe it's $59 for this. Like I said, when I used to work years ago, Peter Kilcullen, one of our guests here, he had a set of lights, and it was literally an 8-pack, and it was like $119, and people went crazy. Our retail value is $199.90. Remember, these also come with a 2-year warranty. They are the only outdoor light that has a 2-year warranty. Usually you don't see that anywhere.
No, you never do. The longest you would see typically out there is 1 year. And by the way, Everready at HSN HSN's the only authorized retailer in the country to sell Everready.
I've never seen them anywhere else.
You can't get them anywhere else.
Right.
This is it. So, and because of that, we're offering you that 2-year warranty. So again, you can't get that warranty anywhere else. Okay, so let's talk about the size of these, right? They stand up over 20 inches tall, so it's a nice architectural style. The whole base here, or the whole top here, this is 6 inches wide. So you're really getting a substantial size here. That thick ribbed glass, nice and high quality. I've had mine out during all the hurricanes.
Yeah.
They're still working. I still have my same lights out there. I never had to take them in.
They do really well in the wind. Because of the way they're shaped.
They didn't move.
Yeah, no, they don't move. Well, because they're very thin on the bottom and very flat on top. So.
Right, and then they have this really nice stake on it. So this is a high quality resin. So if you live up north, you don't have to worry about taking these out in the winter. You can leave these out, enjoy them throughout the whole year. So even though everything around you doesn't look so pretty, once that snow comes down, your snow is going to sparkle with that starburst pattern. It looks so beautiful.
I have these in my backyard. In the front yard, I have spotlights because I have uplighting on my house. Yeah. But in the backyard where I've got palm trees and all that stuff, I have these, and they are absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And the install, guys, is the easiest part. I don't care how old you are, and you're like, I can't do any of that work. All you do is take them out of the box, you piece them together. That takes 10 seconds, and you stick them in the ground. That is all that you need to do. You can move them anywhere you want. They can go anywhere. Take a look at some of our before and afters here. I love this, and look at that beautiful design. So, again, look at this house without, Trace.
I know.
And look at it
You just drive by, you don't even notice it, right? But then you add those lights and it just pops. If you were thinking about putting your home on the market this season, definitely invest in these, because guess what? Then you can take them with you. You don't have to leave them. So it's not like you're making an investment and then you're like, oh, my house has never looked better and now I'm leaving. Oh no, those lights, just put them in your contract. They're going with you. And like I was saying, it's so easy to do. Okay, my mother-in-law is probably watching. Good morning. Last year, she ordered the Today Special. She's in her mid-80s, and she did this all herself. Yeah. Yep. So that just tells you anybody can do this. It's so easy to do. It takes 5 minutes to put them together, and then you put them out. And if you change your mind on your location, so easy to pull them up and relocate them. What I also love, too, is like most of the time people put them in their front yard. I'll put some in our backyard, lining the property line, so I know where my dogs are at night, if there's other critters out there. But then when I'm having a party, I'll move a lot more into the back, because that creates that great festive ambiance.
Yeah, it really does. And again, when you drive into a neighborhood and well, I remember, I'll tell you the first story. When I bought my first home, all right, it was in Arizona. I was living in North Phoenix, and it was a track houses. We were out in the desert. It was gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
with
I
a rock
remember,
yard.
and all, zero escaping, right? And I remember driving through the neighborhood, which was about 60% populated at that time. They were still building houses, and I said to my wife at the time, I said, when I get a house, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lighting up that these neighbors have. It made their houses look majestic. It made their houses look so warm and so cozy. And honestly, back then, it was only wired. We didn't have solar back then. It was a while ago.
Right.
Solar was around, but not for landscape lighting. Now that you have solar, you never have to spend another penny on energy. You never spend any time maintaining them, because once you put them out there, I don't care if it rains, snows, sleet, they stay out there. They're even prettier in the snow because they reflect off the snow. But the nice part is it's a one and done way to improve your house. And let me tell you this, if you put a house on the market without lights and you put a house on the market with lights, I will guarantee you the one that has the lights would have a better price.
Oh,
because
sure.
it immediately dresses up the house. It improves your curb appeal. So these are a customer pick, and we've got some reviews, and everybody agrees they're worth the money. I mean, you're gonna get 10 of these things for $59. That's $5.99 a piece. I mean, you're gonna go to the home store, and you're gonna buy cheapos that are gonna be made out of plastic lenses, which are gonna haze up, and they're useless. You gotta replace them every year. These are all reviews that you're reading, customer after customer after customer, that says, I highly recommend them. I love the way they look. So dang easy to do. And I love that they sit up nice and tall, because they really do light up a good amount of space.
Oh, absolutely. And you can actually see on our set here today, if you look in our back corner, how they're sitting.
Gorgeous.
They're submerged into the ferns, but they're still standing up tall. So you really are still getting that light. There's plenty of surface for that crystalline to get charged from the sun. And yet, you can still see them. We have the stainless steel back there. If you're looking for that little sparkle in your yard, something that's going to look great during the day as well as the night, go with that stainless steel. Also, if you have more of a, modern, contemporary style home, I think those are great. Right?
I just want everybody to take a look. Watch what happens when the lights go up.
It's stunning.
I mean, look at this. Get that long shot, Mikey. Look at how beautiful this is. Now, you notice that they sparkle during the day.
Yeah.
But at nighttime, they come to life, and they create the most beautiful ambiance. We just have some ferns in here, and you could put them in a window box if you wanted. You could put them in a pot.
We do. We actually have one in the pot here, and it looks great.
For an apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying also. Like, if maybe your mom is in, like my mom is in, a 55 and older facility,
community,
right?
Yep.
And they have a little patio. Well, this is great. Give them a couple, put them in their pots. It looks so nice. I just want you to catch a glimpse of this as well.
Yeah.
You can
Sit down,
really
Trace. We'll
see where that starburst pattern, look at that longevity there, right? So it's so long, you're getting 24 feet of light just spraying out. It looks great. And you have 91% of luminosity for over 8 hours. So that means that, the sun goes down, your lights come on, and then you're going to have these beautiful lights out all night long. What I love too is I'm able to see, I'll check my cameras in the morning, because we have these like critters that prowl our yard. We have raccoons and cats. Well, with my lights, it's much easier to be able to see those on my cameras as well.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it makes such a huge difference. And be a good neighbor, right? I always say that. It's like, I'm lucky that in the neighborhood I live in now, a good amount of the neighbors put up holiday lights. They do that, and I always appreciate it, because I love driving into my neighborhood and having that warm, welcoming feeling.
Right.
And even when I come in, at night, late at night, if I've been out or whatever, I come in and I'm like, God, the house looks so great. And there are times I'll just walk around the house outside just to look at my lighing.
Oh, for sure.
And to see how beautiful it is. And again, this is what we're talking about, and this will reflect off me, it'll reflect off Tracy. It goes in 360 degrees in a bunch of different directions, and you can see this light from very, very far away.
Oh, yeah.
Each light does how much space?
24 feet.
Yeah, so you're getting a great amount of light. You can see me right there. And again, the easy part is the maintenance is nothing but the install. When I installed my lights in Arizona, So, and I don't know if you know much about Arizona, Trace, but because I know you and I lived in Connecticut. We lived
We
in
almost moved to Arizona, right?
we lived in the same town, for goodness sake,
Yeah.
before. We didn't even know each other, but, well, I was a lot older than Tracy. But anyway, when I moved to Arizona, though I did the lights myself because I didn't have a you-know-what in. I had no money. So I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, I'm going to go and buy the lights. I'm going to buy it. And it was all wired. I had to buy a timer. And by the way, the timer's separate. That's another $65 for a timer.
You don't need a timer with these.
Then I had to run the wires. And if you've ever tried to dig in the soil of Arizona, it is hard packed clay. It is next to impossible. You have to use like a mattock, one of those big hatchet things to try to get into the ground. And then and I loved it once I got it done.
Right.
But then I literally spent more money on replacement because it was halogen bulbs, which are very expensive to run. They're hot. They run hot.
Yeah, and
so
these
if it
don't.
rains,
Look at this.
Right. If it rains, they crack. This is like room temperature. Never gets hot because they're LED bulbs inside. LEDs last forever, right? Because they don't incur heat to light. It's a different type of illumination. And that also makes them last, like we said, year after year after year. And when you combine that with a stainless steel pole, the glass lens, and then again, that great panel on top, you have something you're going to enjoy year after year after year after year, and it'll just become part of your house. And by the way, since they're not hardwired, if you move, you can actually take them with you.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And this gives you instant gratification because it's so easy when you get them home, you take them out of the box, you put them out. I like to go and I'll stand on the street and I'll just admire my home because it looks so much better. It's almost like you're taking this deep breath of air when you see these come on. And this is going to give you 91% of light for over 8 hours. Fantastic. It's a 2-year warranty. The only place you can get these is here on HSN. Everready does not sell to anyone else in the US. So if you're looking for this architectural style, tall, almost 2 feet tall light with 6 inches around, 24 feet of light, it is a clean white light. And you know, solar lighting has come so far, right?
Yeah.
Remember when it first came out and you could drive down the street like, oh, they tried to do the solar thing. That's really cute.
Well, you buy they get the ones with the little panels.
Right.
And the light only lasts like 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours.
And they start flashing.
They start flashing, right? These are the best quality you're going to buy. That's why I said these are literally best in class that we have here. So if you want lights, or if you need lights, right? Maybe you're ready to get rid of the old ones. You're tired of having to change the timer on them because you don't need a timer. Sun goes down, these turn on. Very, very simple. We're going to go through the colors one more time. We are very busy. Use express ordering if you can. And remember, be the envy of your neighborhood. Start a trend. You get them and then everybody will get lights. And now you've got a neighborhood that not only has great ambiance, but it's a safer neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Right?
Okay, so colors, right? We have the oil rub bronze. That's what this whole 10 set is out here. And by the way, what we're standing
You get
around,
all these.
you get all of this, which is incredible. You also have the matte black. If your home has iron on it, maybe it's Mediterranean, or even a farmhouse style, this is great. You have your stainless steel. If you're looking to add a little shine in your garden, you want to enjoy that during the day and at night, a little modern, contemporary feel, this is where you want to go. And the gunmetal is brand new. This is a beautiful gray color. I love this with like a Nantucket, Hampton style, beachy look. Fits beautifully into that atmosphere.
Yep.
And you know, because it's LED, these don't get hot, right? So even if they're on all night, you don't have to worry about your plants getting scorched.
Right.
Also, when there's weather elements, nothing is going to happen to these. You're just going to let the sun dry it.
Yeah,
That's
or the
it,
snow.
Right? I mean, nothing's going to happen to this. So if these had been on all day, they're not going to steam. Right?
Yep.
Because a lot of the halogens would.
Right. And again, stainless steel, glass, and stainless steel. So this is built to last for years. I know a lot of people go to the home store and they buy the cheap ones that are like $3 or $4 a piece. You know, they get like a 4-pack and it's $20. That's basically taking a $20 bill and throwing it in the garbage because you're only going to get maybe one season out of them. These are built to last year after year after year. When you're a brand name like Everready, you really have to rely on your reputation, especially when you've been around as long as them and you're known for quality electronics, right? So that you're starting off on the right foot We are extremely busy. We got people buying 2 and 3 sets of these, which is great. Hey, listen, you want to buy 2 sets, that'll cover your front yard, your backyard, your side yard, depending on the size of your property. But just get them. We don't do this very often. We do this maybe once a year in Guys in the Garden.
Right.
And then if they sell out, again,
well, they sold out last year on our Today's Special.
I know they
so,
did. Yep.
you know, this, I mean, you guys know, right? This is high quality. Look at high cloud glass. You can see inside here that thickness, right? It's smooth on the inside. You have that ribbed glass on the outside, and you have that prism. So what's happening is that light is going to reflect off there and give you that beautiful starburst pattern. You get this high quality, big crystalline panel on here. So this is what is going to attract those rays of the sun to fuel the battery that's going to light that up for you. This is ever ready. So you have a 2-year warranty on these. All steel, all glass construction. And then with your stake, you have this great high quality resin stake. So even if you live up north and you're like, oh, I don't want to have to take these in throughout the winter. No, you're going to leave these out all year. So I know it's really cold up there still. Once your land defrosts a little bit, thaws, you can go ahead, stick these in, and you're just going to place it, forget it, and not worry about it.
If your ground is frozen, I wouldn't try to put that in the ground yet. All right, I'd wait a little bit. And then next year, you never have to worry about it because once they're in the ground, they're good to go. Can I grab that for a sec? Because I would like to show everybody how easy these are to put together.
You think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay.
I have the power. All right, so you're going to get basically 4 pieces, okay? This is your stake. You take the pole, and you put the pole on like that. That's one. You take this, and you put that in there like that. You are such a good assistant.
I'm telling you, I tried.
And you take the lid, and you put it on.
And it twists, so if you turn that upside down, you can see it's not going to fall off. The wind can't blow that off.
And then all you do is you take it out in your yard, and boom, 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 pop it in. That's all you need to do. I'm not going to do that there because it'll look silly, but that's all you need to do. And remember, these can go in sand, they can go in gravel. I had 4 of these, not last year, but the year before, that I brought to the beach, and I put them in the sand for 4th of July.
Well, I've copied you.
And it was like the hit.
It's awesome, right?
Isn't it great?
Everybody's like, what?
It's the coolest thing, right? Because now you can mark out your little space on the 4th of July, or you can take it to the park, you can take it to a picnic. Because they're portable, they can go anywhere. I would take them camping.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Hey,
oh
where's
my gosh,
where's
if
your
you
campsite?
Have an RV?
My campsite is the one with the solar lights.
Right.
Right? Very,
yeah,
very
you'll
classy.
Find me. Right. You know what I love too is, you know, down here in Florida, a lot of people do invest in lighting, right? You walk down the street and it's very, you know, if you don't have lights in your yard, you're kind of the odd man out.
Yeah.
But where Guy and I are from up in Connecticut, there's large pieces of property, and not everyone invests in lights because it's too expensive,
well,
right?
The people that have the lights are the people that live like, you know, like the places where we live.
Yeah, exactly.
Not where we live.
Right, right.
My father,
well, maybe
my dad,
not you,
no,
but
my dad was a school teacher. My mom worked in a bank. I mean, we were like, and so we didn't have a ton of money, and we actually, believe it or not, we didn't have solar lights, or we didn't have any lights.
No, we didn't either.
I mean, we had like lights, you know, post like that, but we didn't have these, mainly because these weren't even accessible at that point. Because I was a little kid, and we didn't have like real true landscape lighting. If you wanted that, you had to be rich.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't have to be rich to look like you're comfortable, right? You don't have to do that. All right, we are very, very busy. Best way to order is use that little code that you see underneath the price. It's called a QR code. You just take your phone, turn on the camera, hold it in front, little yellow box will light up, and that'll take you right to hsn.com and you can order. If you want to give these as a gift, they're a wonderful gift. If you've got kids in your family that just got married or just got their first new apartment or home, wonderful thing. And by the way, you're not limited to a home. You can put these in a potted plant out on your patio if you live in a condo. You can put them outside of your, like my mom had a condo that was ground level, so she had a little screen porch, and she had solar lights all around her screen porch right outside. Easy, right? By the way, you can save $15 if you would like to with a brand new HSN credit card. We will put $15 in your account, and you can use it on this and drop your price down another $15 to $49.99. But honestly, get them. You know, I'm your garden guy, you know, seasonally, and I would tell you easily, this is the best way to beautify your property at the lowest price.
Absolutely. And, you know, I work in the garden shows. However, I am not a gardener. I am no Carrie Mobley, right? I do not have a green thumb. So I'm always looking for things that I can really bring my yard up without having to maintain it. I don't want to have to worry about a lot of other, well, it's not that I don't want to have to worry about it. I can't keep things alive. So lights are perfect for me because as you can see on our set, we have a lot of greenery and it just brings up that level of that greenery. It's bringing up that shrubberies. It's really adding that extra layer of design effect to it, right? It's like you hired a landscape designer and yet it didn't cost you any money to do that. If you're a realtor, guys, this is the best new home
it's a realtor
gift.
secret. They know better.
But
they're
how
like,
great if you have buyers, right? This is a great new home gift to give them. They're going to thank you all the time because every time they drive up to their home, their new home is going to be lit up and they're going to appreciate that.
Look at how pretty that is.
I know.
I love, it's soft.
Yeah.
Remember, these are not spotlights.
No.
These are landscape lights. These are look to kind of soften the look of your property, but still illuminated. And when you come home at night, honestly, you're gonna, the first time you do it, you're gonna be like, that is the best investment I ever made.
Well, this is a light. This isn't a glow. Remember, like a lot of them,
well,
when
these
the
are
solar
brighter,
lights came out, they were a glow. These are 10 lumens of light. These are 20% brighter than last year. So we're giving you 2 more, right? And we're giving you brighter lights. Now, if you did buy them last year, these sets, your colors are going to match, the style is going to match. You can alternate the brightness. You can put one set over on one side and one on the other, but they're all going to complement each other. So it's not going to look like, oh, they have 2 different types of lights out there. No, you can use them together, which is great. So also remember, because this is all glass, these are going to stay clear. They're not going to cloud over. They're not going to yellow over time. Maybe they get a little dirty. Get a little glass cleaner if you're so entitled, and you can wipe them out. If you want,
but they'll never yellow, and they will never get haze because they are glass.
Right.
So you never have to worry about that. Hey, can we show one more time that before and after? I think it's Nicole's house. I just want everybody to get an idea of how your house can look with and without. That's a great shot. It's coming up in just a second. You'll be able to see it. So I think this is Nicole's house. But you look at it, look at the difference. If you drove in at night and it was midnight, which house would you rather pull into? The one that's kind of dark and not scary, but it's not very welcoming. It's still a pretty house. And then if you look at the picture on your right, the after, look at how gorgeous that is. And all we did, count them, we installed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lights. That's all that we did. And by the way, that install probably took all of 10 minutes, and that was probably most of it, just deciding where you want to put them.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, is deciding that, right? And what I love, too, is that, this isn't just a floodlight coming off of your house. This is going to give you that atmosphere. So if you're someone that likes to entertain into the evenings, you like to have a friend or 2 over, you can really enjoy the beauty of your yard with these lights. So not only is it lighting it up, but it's also creating that ambiance and that, that atmosphere that just feels so good, right? It's just elevating it. So you're getting a 2-year warranty. You're getting 2 more than last year. You're getting a set of 10 lights that are almost 2 feet tall, 6 inches wide, right? And they're giving you 24 feet of light going around in that beautiful starburst pattern. At Halloween time, I like to line. We have, the sidewalks out front, and the light crisscrosses.
Kyle, I want to do colors really quick, just like one more time, just so people have an idea, because I messed that up. I'm going to let Tracy do it.
So we have the gunmetal, brand new. You've got the stainless steel. You have your matte black, this is the graphite black, and then you have your rubbed oil bronze.
Beauty, beauty, beauty.
Which is always our best seller.
Listen. Best way, easiest way ever to make your property look nice.
Yeah.
And you'll be proud of it as well. There's a sense of pride with it as well. You're amazing.
Oh, no, you're amazing.
It's all that chocolate you ate this morning.
Yes, it is.
She's all ready to go. All right,
coffee.
Continue to order. Hey, coming up in just a bit as we switch to our plants. Yes, I have plants. This is our 3-piece Rainbow Surprise Mini Rose Bush. Oh my goodness, look at the colors. Eye-popping, fiery, orange, yellow, pink, ideal in mixed beds or containers. You're gonna get 3 of the little plants ready to go. Order right now because it's gonna get busy. We're gonna take a break. We'll come right back with more Guys in the Garden.
For Jay King, every day is a new adventure. He travels the globe to bring you his mind finds and exotic jewelry collection. Discover brilliant gems and exquisite pieces you can only find here at HSN.
We have a a special offer for you. Take 15% off your next single item purchase when you sign up for HSN Text. Plus, stay up to date on the latest promos and events. Love to save? Just text HSN to 70514. Happy shopping.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
So I've been doing this show for years and years and years. This is the first time we have ever done a banana plant. And everybody in the studio wants to order this right now, including myself. First of all, I'm a huge fan of bananas. I don't like the big bananas. I actually like the little mini bananas. This is our Ever Red Hardy banana. You're gonna get a banana plant. We're gonna show you what it looks like, and it is gonna give you the most delicious little mini bananas. It is so much fun to grow. I love it with the bananas. I love it without the bananas. And we're showing you what's gonna happen. How many years is this one?
Oh, that's a month.
This is a month old. A month old this plant is, and look at the leaves. Look at the striations in the leaves. I mean, this is tropical all the way down the road. We are doing it on sale at $29.95. It is perfect in a large container. It's great on a deck or a patio. It's gonna grow. Well, you can see right here, it's almost 2 to 3 feet tall right now. And it is going to produce these. Come on. I cannot wait to order mine. I can't get off the show quick enough to order this. I expect this could sell out very, very quickly. Let me give you, or introduce you to our lawn and garden expert. My good buddy, Carrie Mobley is here.
My good buddy.
How are
Hey,
you, dear?
everybody. Guys.
This is exciting.
Well,
we've never had bananas here.
I know, and rein me in because I am so darn excited too.
Everybody is.
We have been waiting to present this to,
gorgeous.
You know, right? Exactly. Just gorgeous. Such a cool plant. But this is brand new. You guys are the first ones to see it, and we have the exclusive rights to it. So there might be other red bananas, but the reason this one is so special and so different is because it can take temperatures -20, -30 degrees. So if you're up in the tippy top of Minnesota,
wow,
you will be able to grow this. It will come back year after year. You get this really cool tropical looking foliage on it, which is so unique and so cool and just a beautiful look. It's a very fast grower. So if you can see right here on the table.
Is this what they get when they order?
Yeah, this is
Look at how big it is already.
Yes, I'm telling you, and I just kind of like to come down here so you can kind of see the size of it. And it's already got like new growth on it. Just a beautiful, beautiful plant. Look at that coffee taking over. Look at that shaking of my hands.
Right. It's all good.
And
just
so,
lean it on the table.
That's right, right. And then so from this, the one that's in front of you, Guy, that's just a matter of about 2.5 weeks to get from this to this.
I'm gonna put them side by side right here, Mikey, so you can take a look. So this is when you order, and this is in about 2 to 3 weeks. This is how fast this grows. Now, this is a perennial.
Correct.
So it'll continue to grow year after year.
Yeah.
If I live like in the snow area or whatever, I could probably put this in a window bar, an area where I get a lot of sun, right?
Yeah, it definitely, so remember, this is a tropical plant, right? So it loves the sun.
Loves
Even
the sun.
Here in Florida, you know, like we're zone 9.
Look at that.
Isn't that incredible?
Oh my gosh.
I highly recommend, if it's possible for you guys, to plant this in the ground. Mother Nature really takes care of it in the ground.
Yeah.
And during those winter months, what'll happen is all of the leaves, everything, it'll die back. You can can just chop it right off, but every spring it'll come back, but bigger, better than last time.
Well, as those roots get more settled and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the stalk will get bigger, and then you're going to get more and more fruit. How long before you can actually expect to maybe see fruit?
Bear fruit, probably the second year you'll start to get that. And the further south you are, the more fruit it will bear, right? So, but for a lot of people, they simply purchase it because it's so beautiful and so tropical. And the fact that it can stay outside is just a testament to how special and unique this plant is, and why we're so happy to be able to present it from Leaf and Petal. You know, what's great about Leaf and Petal is that we only ship these to you when it's time for you to get your plants into the ground or into a container.
Here's a map. So if you live in the southern part of the country, that is when you will be shipped, and that is when you will be charged. So if you're down here in Florida, you can expect your delivery to happen pretty quickly. But if you live way up north, Wyoming, all those, you know, way up in the Dakotas, you're going to get yours a little bit later, more towards April or May. We do that because we want your plants to thrive and grow. We want the soil to be ready to do it. Also, you will not be charged. You are just reserving your plant today. Kyle, my producer, said we started with about 1,700. We're already down to a little over 1,000. So these are going to go very quickly. If you've, and here's the thing, if you've got kids or grandkids, they want you to get a banana plant, all right? They want to get out. You want to make you some banana bread. They want to do that. You're going to be able to do it. You can see our left counter. We have 1,059 left. That is it. That's the solid number. Another thing I love about this is often, you know, we're just in the beginning of March. A lot of times we don't have the plants growing yet, so we bring in a faux plant to show you what the blossoms are looking like. These three are all 100% real.
Correct.
I know, they look like, look at this. It looks so good. You're like, that can't be a real plant.
Right,
Guys,
are we in Costa Rica or something?
This is a real, you can see how it's kind of, you know, how it's even changing color inside there. This is a real plant. This is what you're gonna get right here. You're gonna get this guy. And it is already very well developed. When you get it, Carrie always says, get it out of that pot.
Yeah.
Put it in a bigger pot.
Right.
Or put it in the ground.
Or put it in the ground.
When it's ready.
Right.
And then, look at this big guy. I'll just kick him out a little bit. Look at the size of that. I mean, it reminds me of being in the tropics.
It really does.
Like when I was in Costa Rica. Or I mean, gosh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, and the fact that even though it looks just this amazingly beautiful without the bananas, the fact that it's producing these bananas, which, by the way, I'm going to eat one right now. I'm just going to kind of peel it for you so you can kind of see it peels nice and
the bananas
and
are red on the outside.
Yes. Oh, I'm telling you, Guy. Take a bite.
Freaking awesome.
These are better than regular bananas.
They are.
See? I
these are
knew you
delicious.
would love it, you guys. This is so much fun to grow. And we really, really, really always, please trust Leaf and Petal to bring you the best plants. We know that sometimes it's weird for you to buy a plant off a television or online, right? But we stand by all of our plants. We have a guarantee on all of our annuals and our perennials.
900 left.
And now we also have a planting guide that comes with all of our plants, right? So you can see this one is specific for the banana. It'll tell you exactly how to grow it. By the way, it loves water. It's a tropical plant. So if you put it in the ground, you know, just make sure you're dragging that hose out. If you have it in a container, that's just fine too. Just make sure you're giving it that water. We always, of course, recommend our Leaf and Petal fertilizer, because it's really easy to use. They're little pods. You simply just pop it into a gallon of water, let it dissolve. There's no microplastics in it. And of course, that fertilization will really help it grow. It's a very fast growing plant. The one that you were seeing there on the floor, that is just about a month old. So think about how big this will get in the course of 1 year, and then on and on.
My producer, Kyle, just said, please don't sell these out because I want to buy one for my family. I want to buy two for my kids. But it looks like it's going to go. So, by the way, these are wonderful. The bananas are fantastic for baking with. So if you like to make banana bread, if you like to do banana pudding, which when I did the Dolly Parton thing, her banana pudding is just sick. It's that good. You're going to be able to do that as well. So here's what I'll tell you. With everybody online, we probably have about 400 left, all right? Continue to order. I know our clock went down, but our producer Kyle is saying we're going to go a little bit longer, just long enough so that maybe he and I can buy one. But if we can't, we can't. Sale price, $29.95. And I am so impressed with how they look right out of the box.
Right.
I mean, look at these are beautiful, healthy plants.
They are, and all of our leaf and petal, what we call our
Another
ship
bite of
samples.
banana.
I know you can't. Our ship samples, right? They always come really well packaged. They're very healthy. Remember, we have a guarantee on our plant. If you're gonna wait until like March, April, May, when you think, oh, it's time to garden, these are going to be gone. And we only brought in a limited amount of them. Remember, we are the only place in the country that has these. These are unique to us, and they can take the very cold weather, -20 to -30 degrees. They will die back in the winter, so just chop them off. They'll come right back again. They're great in containers if you have a patio.
It's the perfect plant.
It's the perfect plant.
Yeah.
And the fact that you get these awesome bananas, done, done, done.
All right, as you can see over there, it says 600 left, which this is gonna sell out, which is making me angry because I really want to, it's funny because I have all kinds of plants at the house that I've gotten from you guys, but I've never seen a banana plant, and I've always wanted to grow one. I stay away from, having the plants out in the backyard because, we have oranges and things like that. But a lot of times, Florida, oranges can be, they can be good, they can be bad.
Yeah, I know, I got you.
But bananas, I am so excited to be able to get these to you. And remember, this is what you'll get. You'll get a perfectly healthy little plant. It's already adorable. And then I want to hold them down, Mike, so you can see, look at the leaves. Look at how beautiful. Doesn't that remind you? It reminds me of, just like I said, I've done a lot of travel shows. I've been in Guadalupe. I've been to Hawaii. I don't know if Hawaii does bananas, but I've been to Costa Rica. There's bananas there, all over the place. And when I see them, it's the immediate, like, I'm in the tropics, man. It's like when I first came to Florida. And you see palm trees, and you're like, I'm in Florida, man.
Right. I agree. It's that really cool tropical look that for a lot of you in those northern states, we're able to grow, but only for one season. These are perennials, which means they're gonna come back year after year, and we're talking the very tippy top of the country. We're not gonna send it out to you until it's your time. So what you're doing right now is you're just holding your place in line. And just remember, this is gonna go, so you can't wait until you're in the mood or when, spring is springing and sprunging at your house. You wanna get it now because it's gonna go fast, and we only have a limited amount. And we're so happy to be able to present it because it's such a cool plant.
Like I said, we had 12 or 1,500. We're down to 300
17.
left.
Yep.
And now my producer Kyle says we kind of got to go because we have like 300, 400 people that are trying to get bananas. So we will try to get these back when they eventually sell out. If you're in the ordering process, stay there. We'll try to get them to you. But honestly, it's a lot of fun. And you're a big proponent of get different types of things for your garden.
Oh, I love that
variety. It'd be great
variety.
if you could grow something you can eat.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's my thing. I have a virtual orchard at my house. And I just want to remind you once again about our fertilizer.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the best fertilizer. You guys check it out. There's no mess. It's one little pod. You take it, you put it in some water. There's no microplastics. This is a gelatin material, so it just simply dissolves. You're gonna use this like once every 2 weeks. It's gonna help growing that banana bigger, really any of our plants. This one is what we would call our all-purpose, so it's gonna be great on annuals, perennials, house plants. When we get over to the roses, I'll tell you we even have a special one just for roses, so I highly recommend this, you guys.
Best money you'll ever spend.
Done, yes.
It's funny, I still have my container of the purple ones.
Yeah.
I do it once every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
I
know.
already have roses
Yes.
on my deck, and it's March.
Yep.
And I already have buds and roses on my deck, so make sure you get that. Hey, by the way, if you're planting, you're gonna want our garden kneeler. This is from Improvements. It's a 2-in-1, so you can sit on it, but I use it to kneel on. I painted the bottom level of my house 3 days ago because I wanted to match the color of the house. After my awnings got ripped down, it was all white underneath, and I'm like, I gotta paint that. I use this to kneel down. It holds up to 300 pounds. It'll save your knees. And you can flip it over and use it as a garden bench. It is $21.95. It is one of our most popular garden items in the history of this show. And it is a huge, huge customer pick. I don't want to walk away from that banana, but I have to. All right, banana's sold out. We knew it would. And guess what? Hummingbird Mint will probably do the same. All right. So, what do I have here? Read that right there. What does it say right there?
Always in the top three.
So there are 3 different plants that we have that are always successful. Some of them are roses, some of them are hibiscus, all that. This could be number one. Every year that we bring hummingbird mint in, it sells out year after year after year. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, it is gorgeous, all right? Look at the different spikes of flowers. Number two, the aroma is intoxicating. The leaves smell like a mint. In fact, there are people that make tea out of it.
Yes.
All right, the flowers have this citrusy honey. I can't even explain it. So I always tell people, put this in an entryway. Maybe in your, like 2 of them in your front door,
Yes.
right? And by the way, you are getting 2 of these.
Yeah.
So you can flank your front door or put them in front of a window or a window box, whatever you want to do. They are amazing and they sell out every year. Carrie, take it away.
Yeah, there's a reason these are so popular. And I'm so glad we were able to bring them back. I love this one because you're getting all 3 varieties of the hummingbird in one collection. So we've got these nice lemony, eye-catching, popping blooms. We've got this tangerine orange in there. And then, of course, this bright raspberry color. And this is great. This is a tough plant, right? It's a compact
Very hardy.
perennial, very hardy. It's gonna come back year after year, and it can take cold temperatures as well. So we're talking about it can go down to -10 degrees. Now, this will give you more blooms than almost any other hummingbird, and it's deer resistant. I know that's really important to some of you. The thing is that these leaves, which smell so good to humans, right? That minty, citrusy smell, we love it. The deer and rabbits, they cannot stand it. So it's almost like
Perfect.
a force field.
Yeah.
Great container plants. They're never gonna get much bigger than this, but this is how it is arriving.
Look at how
to you
healthy
right
it is.
here. Look at this,
I
right?
love
So
the little
well-packaged.
bit of like almost a red on the
That
stem.
purpley, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, and again, just smells delicious.
So the reason we call it hummingbird mint, and I'm gonna turn it a little bit to this red shoot right here, okay? So hummingbirds have basically like a proboscis. It's a long tongue that comes out, and that's how they feed. Because I lived in Arizona, and I had hummingbird feeders all over the place, and they're amazing to watch. And your kids will flip out when they watch a hummingbird. What's it like 6,000 beats per minute or whatever?
Right.
So why they like this, and I'll hold this down so you can see. Each one of these spikes of flowers has like 50 to 75 blossoms on it. Each one is a feeding station for a butterfly, for a honeybee, for a hummingbird. So they flock to it and they absolutely love it. The same reason we love the scent, that's what draws them in. And they know when they come here, they can eat there all day.
Yep.
They got it. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's right. A constant source of nectar
Yes.
for those hummingbirds. And what we really like about this plant, you know, typically when you have a perennial, because it comes back year after year, it doesn't quite give you that pop. This one will give you that pop. It basically acts like an annual, but in the perennial form. And I know those are kind of some weird, you know, words for you, but annual means it only lasts one season. It's not gonna come back. It's gonna go big, it's gonna go hard, and then it'll be done. Perennials come back year after year. So they're typically not this vivacious and this bright. And that's why this is such a special plant. And again, for the entire summer, you're gonna be getting blooms. And it is, if you love hummingbirds,
Look at the colors.
they are in every single state in the United States except for Hawaii. Which
Right.
we don't feel sorry for her.
So now we don't know if Hawaii has bananas or hummingbirds.
Right. We'll Google it,
All right,
you know.
so when you order, we make it easy for you, right? By the way, there's 300 left. When you order, if you live in the South, so if you live in South Texas or you live down there at the bottom of California or Florida, you're gonna be the first to get your plants because it's obviously warmer. As you move up the country, you can see that it gets a little bit cooler all the way to the top where you've got Montana, all those states way up there, and you got Maine and New Hampshire. So you will get yours a little bit later. The reason we do that is we want your plants to grow. And you need to make sure that your soil and your weather is ready for that.
Yep.
So you're not gonna be charged for this until they ship. So let's say you live in South Dakota. You're not gonna pay for this until like the end of April.
Right.
So you're gonna get it. And man, it is so fun when it comes in the mail because you don't have to go to a garden store where everything is picked over.
Yep.
You don't know if it's full of insects. Everything is controlled by us and our wonderful, wonderful garden team. These will be delivered, and all you gotta do is pop them in the ground. And remember, one of the tips that Carrie always says is, You got to get it out of the plant thing that it's in, the container. Because that was its holding pen. That's like when you have a baby. You don't leave it in the hospital. You got to get it out of there, and you got to put it in its little crib. So that's what you're going to do when you get these. 200 left.
Yep. And remember, you're getting 2 of them. So they are fabulous in containers.
Yeah.
And because, right? So you're getting both of them. I only have one of the ship samples here with me, but they come super healthy. It's going to be delivered right to your door, so you don't have to go to the nursery. You don't have to brave the crowds, right? You don't have to question what kind of nursery it came from. You can trust Leaf and Petal. Our reputation depends on your success. And that's why we always include one of our planting guides so you know exactly how to plant it.
Not everybody is you, Carrie.
Yeah, well, we want to make things better for you. We want to make it easier.
My
so
Lord.
we just love this.
Everything
I'm so happy everybody's loving them.
Gone again. We're 2 for 2. All right.
Sold out? Oh, no.
Yeah, you sold out. No, oh, good.
I know. I just feel bad for everybody else who wanted it.
We'll get some more. We probably will get more of these.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully, yes.
All right, by the way, today's special's still going. 10 of them for $59. The retail on that is $200, right? If you went to a garden store, you're not going to find these. It's ever ready. We're the only ones that have them. Glass lenses, stainless steel on the roof, stainless steel on the pole, 2-year warranty. Nobody else in the solar light business does that. You're going to love them. You can put them anywhere because they're wireless. Powered by the sun, paid for by the sun once you own them. And those are still available. All right.
Ain't Mother Nature great?
Man, we stocked up on beautiful plants today, didn't we?
I know. I tell you what, Doug did you right.
I know, Doug's my man.
He knew
Doug
you
is
would
our
love
guy.
these.
Doug is
Yes.
the best. So these are our Leaf and Petal Rainbow Surprise. Now, I own 2 versions of these.
Okay.
I've had them for 5 or 6 years. They grow every season. I have buds already.
Yep.
I love the compact look of them because you get way more blossoms, right? And they are beautiful. You can do cuttings with these. They're gorgeous. So these are called Rainbow Surprise. You want to talk about color. These have a blend of like pink and gold and orange and yellow. They are amazing. They have this dark, dark green foliage, which allows those blossoms to just pop. You can put these anywhere. You can put them in mixed beds. You can keep them in containers. Mine are in containers because I have a little deck outside of my house. The garden creatures love them, all right? They attract the garden creatures, not the bad ones, the good ones. Well, the butterflies and all that stuff.
Right, pollinators.
And they are a very, very adaptable rose. Not all roses grow everywhere. These grow virtually anywhere.
Yep, that's right. Just eye-popping colors. And I think this one is so unique because what's great is they start yellow. And as they go through that blooming process, you can see they start to turn. The little edges are starting to get that pink and orange color. And these are really great and unique roses because they grow like grapes. And Guy, everything you said is 100% right. You get more blooms on these mini roses. And listen, I love the long stem traditional roses as well, but at any given time, I might only have, 10, 11, 12 roses on it. With these, you can have 100 of them. You're getting 3 of them, and I'm just gonna kind of hold up what we call our ship samples. Again, they grow really healthy.
I didn't know you got all 3.
You get all 3, and
Wow.
you can see there's even buds. The one that is in the middle here that I'm holding.
Look at them.
That's a
They
little
got a little
bud.
bud on top.
So you can see.
I love that
yeah.
they don't need to be fully mature before they start doing buds.
Oh, they're ready
By the
to
way,
grow
they do have
right
little,
now.
They have little thorns on them, so be careful. They're
Be
roses.
careful. Yeah, exactly. Now, they will be blooming all the way from spring through the end of fall. So if you're looking for something that's a staple in your garden, all season long, we are going to want to grab these. The color is unique. Now, of course, anytime you're going to plant anything, you always want to make sure you're watering it, okay? If it's in containers and it's in the full sun, which they love full sun,
Yeah.
But you're just going to want to make sure that you're watering it
Yep.
daily.
And if you go on vacation, have somebody
look after your
I mean, just
plants.
once
They're
during the week.
babies.
They're pretty hardy and they're pretty tolerant. I've left mine for a week without watering them, but I live in Florida, so chances are it rained outside.
You know it.
But do things like that. But look at what you're going to have. I know everybody gets curious. So how old is this one?
This
To be
is
honest, yeah.
probably the first year.
Really?
Yeah, if you treat it right and you water it.
Mine
I mean, maybe
look
the
like
second
this.
one.
They don't really get much bigger than that.
That is correct,
Yeah.
they don't. So it's more of a compact style, which is great for containers. It's great, you know, you can grab a couple sets, you're getting 3 of them, you can line your sidewalk with them. It'll pull in those pollinators, and it can handle the frigid temperatures. So again, even if you're up in the north, you're gonna be able to grow roses. They won't even die back. They'll just kind of stop producing their flowers. You give it some of that fertilizer.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
What?
What I know a lot about these plants anyway, but they always say these do not have much of a scent.
it too.
They do.
They actually do.
These, I have a cutting right here, and it's a real one. These are all real plants. You can come in close, Mikey, if you can get in there. This is a real plant. We just trimmed it. All right, I'll wait till you guys get this shot. I know it's hard. And you can see on the bottom, it's a cutting, all right? These smell amazing.
They're kind of
It's
yummy.
very light.
It is, right,
But
exactly.
it's almost like with me, if I'm with a woman or whatever it is, I don't want overwhelming.
Right.
This is a very light, kind
Right.
of draws you in.
Yeah, well,
You
and I
know?
think, you know, a plant has to choose, like,
Oh, it's
what its
beautiful.
glory is going to be. For some of them, it's going to be all about the fragrance.
Right.
For this, they want to push out as many flowers as they can. They're really, really easy to grow. They adapt to most environments really well. Again, they can take that cold weather. And listen, you give it some water and some of our leaf and petal fertilizer, I tell you what, you are going to have blooms from spring all the way through fall. They do make great cuttings. And yes, there is a fragrance, but to me, it's very mild. It's a very delicate fragrance. But the color and the amount of blooms is exactly what makes these pop. Now, with all of our leaf and petal plants, you are going to be getting our planting guide, so you don't have to remember, you know, where to water it, how deep to plant it, things like that. We want you to succeed, so we include this planting guide. And it is very, very pertinent that it's going to be specifically for this plant. So when you get them home, they're gonna be well wrapped, they're gonna be really healthy plants. Open them up, give them some water, figure out where you're gonna plant them. If you're gonna put them in a container, get yourself some good like gardening soil, put them in there, and then just watch them start to go crazy. Same thing with all of the other plants that we've been selling today that are both now already sold out.
Yeah, I know.
This one will be shipped to you when it's your turn to plant them.
And again, look at the variety that we've presented to you today. We gave you the little mini red yummy bananas. Then we did the hummingbird mint, which is a completely different shape, right? People like a lot of different texture in their garden. These can be low-lying, right? Or they could be out on your deck. And then you could have that hummingbird mint kind of shooting up around it. You really, Carrie knows more about this than anybody about garden,
design.
about
Yeah.
the garden
Yep.
design and landscape design. So you don't want to get everything that's the same, but these are going to give you a very light fragrance. They're going to give you an amazing amount of color. And you can cut these and you can bring them inside. You can give them as gifts, right? You want to do a little bunch of flowers
That's
for
me.
grandma.
I go to thrift sales all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I pick up little mini vases. And then if somebody comes over with a gift, I'm like, oh, I have something for you too. Quick, go into the garden, chop off, a few of these mini roses.
We have about 1,900 left. Now, I know you're like, oh, 1,900. You got to remember the millions of people that are watching. And not only that, remember, we had, 1,500 of the bananas. So they go very, very quickly. In fact, Kyle, our wonderful producer, just put up our left counter. We're okay for this show, but these are going to go quick. These I would call a staple. Or if you're not a gardener, these are a really good one to start with because they're not that hard to grow
Very
for roses,
easy. Yep.
right?
And they're very adaptable.
Insect tolerant.
Absolutely. And disease, they're better at handling, those typical rose diseases. Real quick, before I let you go, guys, I want you to know that we always have this leaf and petal fertilizer. This one is specific for the roses. You can see it's just a little pod here. You dump it in a gallon of water, right? You just let it dissolve in there. Give it a good shake, and then you can see it start to dissolve, and then I use it about once every 2 weeks. It'll give you more blooms, it'll give you, healthier plants, so don't forget to pick up some of this as well.
It is a must. And by the way, it's easy. Pod, water, shake it up, pour a little on. I do mine like every 3 weeks. Is that about right?
Perfect, anything is better than
All
nothing.
right, you are amazing.
You are the best,
Love
thank
our
you.
garden genius right here. And you will be back with me every week, hopefully, with
Fingers
more plants.
crossed. Yes, sir.
But we have our today's special still available. That is coming up at the top of our next hour. And stay with us, because we also got some great garden tools coming up in the next show as well.
It's important to honor women throughout history because we learn from history and one another.
The single piece of wisdom that has stuck with me today is never compromise, never settle, never think good enough is good enough. Continue to push yourself, to be exceptional and challenge yourself every single day. If you don't continue to grow, you're never going to be what you always wanted to be, which is the very best, but never settle and never compromise.
All right, we are back. I'm a little out of breath. I had to run over here. See what they put me through, Tracy? They run all over the place. All right. Hi, everybody. Oh, where's my tablet? You know what? I'm going to say hi to my Facebook friends after the Today Special.